Hello everyone, welcome to Shuprej World. In this video, I'll discuss about Python programming. If you don't know anything about Python programming also, you can easily learn by these things that I will discuss in this video. Completely the basics for beginners. This is part 1 video. Before starting, if you are new to Shuprej World, then subscribe to it for more videos like this. Make sure you watch till the end. Before starting, what is computer? You have to know about this. Computer is a machine. It will take the input from the user, process it, and it gives the output. Computer is nothing but a CPU. It will take the input, process it, and gives the output. Here, computer is not intelligent as human being, because whatever the instruction I will give, it will work only on that instructions. Clear? It only follows instructions exactly. Whatever I will give, it follows only that. It doesn't have brain like human beings. That's why it is not intelligent. And it will understand only binary language. Let us understand what language does computer understand. It will understand only binary language. Binary in the sense two numbers, that is 0 and 1. For example, 10101001. This is in the binary format. This is understandable by the computer and any machines. Why it is understandable by machine means because computer works on electricity, which means on means 1, off means 0. This is set means 1, off means unset, this is 0. Clear? That is why it will understand the binary language. Clear with this? So internally everything is numbers only, that is 0 and 1. Clear? Everything is written in zeros and ones, that is binary language. Clear? The number in the sense binary. Text means that is also written in the binary. Image is also written in the binary. Clear? Everything is in binary language only. Clear? If computer understands only binary language, then here is a problem with binary. Humans cannot easily understand this binary language, right? What is this 0101010011? I cannot understand anything here. That's why it is very difficult for me to understand this language. Clear? That is why this is called as low level. I'll explain in later. So we need easier languages than this binary language. Clear? What is the programming language? We come up with the programming language. To solve that problem, we have come up with the programming language. Computer understands only zeros and one, right? It is very difficult for humans to understand. So we use languages like Python, Java, C, C++ to talk with the computers easily. Clear? To talk to the CPUs easily. Python is a human understandable language and it is high level language, so that we can easily give the instructions in Python. It will convert to the low level and computer will understand it and process it, send the output in human understandable way only. Clear? We use high level languages like Python, C, C++. Clear? These are all the programming languages. Python is a bridge between you and the computer. Whatever the instructions you give in Python language, computer will understand it, take the input and process it and give the output based on your input. Clear with this? Why we use programming language and what is binary language? What is the problem in binary language? How exactly the programming languages are used? Let us move to the next topic. I have told that low level language and high level language. Let us understand in detail the types of programming language. We have low level and high level. Here low level language means it is closest to computer, which means computer understandable format. That is binary, machine language, binary language, 0 and 1. Assembly level language. This is also one of the low level language. For example, for binary, we have 100011 something. The machine code, binary language, which is in a binary format. Here we have few problems, very difficult for humans to understand. That is the drawback here. And one more, error prone. there is any error also, we cannot find it. Not human friendly. These are all the difficulties that we can face in low level languages. Let us see what is high level language. It is closer to human language. I can easily understand if I read this language. For example, Python, Java, C++. If I read these languages, that I can easily understand. For example, let us take an example of Python. Print hello. Here, whatever I will print inside the print function, it will print as it is. Here we have a set of rules for that we can call syntax. If the syntax is correctly written, then I can get the proper output, the exact output. I'll explain that later. It is easy to read. These high level languages are easy to read, easy to write also, and easy to debug. If I found any errors inside this, I can easily debug also. Clear? This is all about the high level language. Let us see about this high level language in detail. What is high level? High level means, I have already told that the languages that humans can easily understand, read and write. For example, binary, this is in the binary. For Python, we have print hello. This is easily I can read, I can understand. That is most important. So Python hides the complexity, which means there is no complexity in Python language, Python programming language. I can easily understand this. Focus on logic, not machine details. Here we have to focus on the logic irrespective of the machine details. Clear? If the logic is correctly written, then we can get the expected output. Clear? And how high level language works. Let us see how exactly the high level language works. Since computer understands only binary, I have told that already, we need a translator. Here arises a question that whatever I will write in high level language, for example in Python, how the computer understand that high level language. Here it comes, we need a translator. The translator is called interpreter or compiler, which converts the high level language to low level language. Clear? Whatever I'll write in high level language, for example in Python or C, C++, Java, it will convert it to low level language. Clear? That is interpreter or compiler are used so that computer can easily understand that. Clear? Let us move. What is interpreter? I have told that Python uses interpreter. It will read the code line by line. Whatever I have written the code in Python, it will read line by line, converts to binary so that computer and machine can easily understand it. It will convert to binary. It will read that line by line and convert to binary language and executes immediately. After converting to binary, it will execute that. Clear? For example, you will write print high. Interpreter converts to binary level language and run that, show the output. This is how exactly the interpreter works. Clear? And here the advantages are easy debugging. If I get any errors, I can easily debug that, and stops at error line. It will stop whenever I will get an error, because it will read code line by line. Whenever I will get an error, it will stop there only. This is the advantage of this interpreter. Here comes the main topic. What is Python? I have already told you that Python is high level language, which means easily humans can understand it, read it and write it. Interpreted, which means instructions are executed directly and line by line and without requiring the entire code to be compiled into a machine code. And Python is general purpose programming language because it is not designed for a specific niche but rather for applicability across a wide variety of domains and tasks. That is why it is general purpose programming language. Here high level means easy to understand, read and write. Interpreted means it runs line by line. General purpose means it is used everywhere. Why we use Python only? Why Python? This is key for exams and interviews because it is very simple language. Simple syntax. It has the simple syntax too. It looks like English, simple English and less code. Python has a less lines of code because do more work with fewer lines only. In few lines only it can cover the entire logic. That is why it has a less lines of code. Beginner friendly because easy to learn and huge community. Python is very powerful, which is used in artificial intelligence, data science, web development and automation. We use Python in these tools. Clear? That is why this is very popular also. Let us move the real world uses of Python. Where and all we use Python? Let us see web development. To build the websites, we use Python. In data science, to analyze the data, we use Python. In artificial intelligence, in AI, we use in machine learning and deep learning as well, Python. In automation also we use Python. Repeat tasks automatically. There also we use Python. In cyber security, tools and scripts also we use Python. Game development and mobile apps development also we use Python programming language. Clear with this? These are all the real world applications of Python. And let us see what are all the popular companies using Python. Google, Netflix, Instagram and Amazon. These companies will use the Python for their app development and website, anything. They are using the Python. And this shows that how powerful the Python is. Clear? That is why you are learning Python. Let us understand what is a program. Program is a set of instructions. I have already told you the set of instructions, that is program. For example, print hello. This is a program. Clear? Print hello. I am giving a set of instruction, that is to print hello. Whatever I have written inside this double quotation, it will print as it is in the output. This is an instruction, an example of program. And what is coding? Coding is a writing instructions in a language. This is coding. There is a difference between programming and coding. Programming means set of instructions and writing instructions in a language. That is coding. For example, x is equal to 10. The semicolon should be there here or else it will show an error. Let us understand how Python code runs. There is a flow chart for that. Step by step I'll explain. Step 1, you will write the code and after that interpreter reads it. After that it will convert to machine language. I have already explained that. And CPU will execute and give the output based on your input. Whatever you will write, based on that only output will be displayed on the screen. Interpreter is used here because it will read and convert that code into machine language, binary language, so that CPU can easily understand and execute that, give the output. Clear? What is syntax? The set of rules to write the code, that is called as syntax. For example, hello, this is the correct syntax. If I write without bracket, this is the wrong syntax. So if the syntax is wrong, it will show an error, so that you have to debug it. Clear? This is what the syntax and error means. The types of errors we have: syntax error, runtime error and logical error. Syntax means wrong writing. If I write anything wrong here, that is syntax error. And runtime error means error during execution of that program, that is runtime. And logical means wrong logic. If you write anything wrong in the logic, that is wrong logical error, but it will run. Clear? That is logical error. Here is the final summary to this video. Computer understands only zeros and ones. Humans cannot understand that. So we use the high level languages like Python and all. Python is one of the easiest language and interpreter is used to convert that Python to machine code and computer executes that. If you found even 1% helpful this video, subscribe to my channel and share this video with your friends. Thank you very much for watching. See you